random, no issue, access files. Okay, you need to understand few things before we start this random access file. Number one, there is always a file which has some elements like key fields, okay, which are required. For example, if it is student's identification or roll number or something, that key field is submitted to an algorithm which is called hashing. Hashing algorithm, and that the output of hashing algorithm is something that is called hash key. What do we call it? Hash key. Now, hash key is basically an address in a table which is already loaded in memory, and this is called hash table. What do we call it? Hash table. Now this is with the consideration that all of the records are already loaded in the memory. Alright, so hash key is basically the direct address of that record which is required. For example, let's suppose that I need to find a record of Zafar. So what I entered as key field ZAFAR. The algorithm that I have is to, what is the sequence of Z in alphabetical order? 26. So algorithm that I am going to use at the moment is to add up all the ASCII codes of the respective characters together, and whatever the sum is, that is the address of that particular record in the hash table. So 26, then we have A1, then we have F, then we have A1, and then we have R, and that is, so R is 16. So what is the sum of all these? 26 plus 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 16, it is equal to, so the result is 50. Now this 50 is basically the hash key. Hash key. Now this is basically pointing something in the hash table. So that is how we determine with the help of hashing algorithm a hash key. Now sometimes what happened, this particular hash key is beyond the limit. Either it is going up or it is going too much down.
Sir, ours 18 hai.
Leave it. So either we are going too much up or too much down, means we are beyond the limit of our hash table. That case is basically called redundancy. What do we call it? Redundancy. Okay, so this is redundancy. When the hash key is basically an address which is beyond the limit of hash table, that is called redundancy. Now what basically happens, that in order to understand the whole topic, you need to understand that there are questions in your past papers which basically require you to solve the redundancy in order to reach to the actual position of the record using random access file methods. Now there is one more thing before we go any further to the questions and all that. There is one more thing that you need to understand is sometimes your hash key basically points to a location which has already some records entered. Now suppose hash table in here there is a record, here there is a record, here there is a record, and here we have got one record. The hash key that is generated now is pointing to this. Now since this place has already one record entered, such type of situation is called a clash. When the hash key is pointing to a location in the hash table that has already one record added to it. So that is called a clash. And sometimes it is called collision. What do we call it? Collision. These are two words which are used in your syllabus and past papers, clash and collisions. So let us rewind everything that we have number one, we have to have one key field in our file. Okay? Then we have to have one hashing algorithm that generates a hash key, and that hash key is the address of a record in this hash table. Alright? Now you need to I'm recording this lecture so that I could upload it. Now we need to have two things. One, we should know that what are few possible ways to have our hashing algorithms done, and few ways to solve our clashes. Okay? So I'm going to teach you three different algorithms and three different clash resolution methods. So the first algorithm to create a hash key is that is called number one is folding, number two is truncation, number three, which is the most important one, is modulo division. If you do remember from your first year AS notes, this modulo deals with the remainders. And then we have three resolutions of clashes. Number one, bucketing. Number two, chaining. Number three is rehashing, hashing. Now, all of the examples here I'm using with respect to basically numbers. None of the key field that I'm going to use is a non-numbered thing, because that would become hard for you to understand. So in past papers even, always they use numbers. Okay? So for folding, we do some mathematical operation with folding so that number decreases, but in predefined steps, as well as the operation is predefined. Remember, we are here to access the file. Access means either we are saving it or we are retrieving it. So for both, if you need a record to be saved or to be read, in both of the cases we need to hash. Okay? So in folding, what basically happens, suppose that there is a number, let's say 5 2 3 9 1 7 8, and the last one is, let's say, 9 again. So what we do some mathematical operations so that the number gets shrinked in predefined number of steps. Mostly this hashing is used in encryption. You would know soon why. So suppose that we have these two numbers added. Okay, so this would become 7. What this would become? 12. This would become 8, and this would become 17. In our next step, let's say we add these two. What these two become? 19. And what these two become? 25. And then in our last step, if we add these two would become 44. So this 44 in 1, 2, 3 steps is given by the algorithm that we have decided. Okay? So this 44 is given by the algorithm that we have decided, and this algorithm is not basically folding. Folding is not just this algorithm. Any mathematical operation that shrinks numbers. So if you multiply, number increases. Okay, na? So it is a good idea that either we use division or subtraction. Here we use addition, but this is just for example. Okay, so this is called folding. Now in truncation. In truncation, let's take the same number once again, 5, 2, 3, 9, 1, 7, 8, and 9. In truncation, what happens that we take few numbers and we truncate few. So let's take every alternate number and leave every alternate number. Let's take 5, 3, 1, and 8. So in first step, you have 5, 3, 1, and 8. In next step, let's take 5 and 1. So this is how truncation is done. Okay? These two algorithms can be done wisely with proper care and all that, so that no redundancy could occur, no collisions could occur. But you see, these are very weak. So the next one, which is basically the most important one, is modulo division. For modulo division, I will take past paper question to make you understand that. Okay? Alright, so let's take this question from May-June 2003, question 5. This is basically modulo division method for basically hashing algorithm. What basically happens? Now look at this question. This question says that a company employs approximately 2,000 workers whose details are stored in a personal file in a computer. Each worker record has a 7-digit identification number. The first digit is 0 to 5 and refers to the department in which the person works. The second digit is 0 or 1, refers to the sex of the employee. The next 2 digits refer to the year that the employee joined the company. The last 3 digits used to make the identification number unique. The file is accessed randomly by using a hash table. Devise a suitable hashing algorithm which limits the degree of redundancy to allow the access to the hash table. Devise a suitable algorithm. Now let's see what could be that algorithm. As you know, that we have got 2000 employees. So the method that we have decided is modulo division. What it says that 7-digit number. First to refer to the department. Let's say the person is in department number 2. That should be between 0 and 5. The second digit is 0 or 1. Let's say it is a 0 or maybe a male. The next two digits refer to the year. Let's say they have joined in year 2000. The next 3 digits identify the uniqueness of that particular employee in that department. So let's say that is 129. So this modulo means remainder. So what we would do, we would divide this employee number, employee identification number, with the total number of employees. So the remainder would be in between 0 and 1999. So redundancy is automatically gone because we are going to take the remainder. Okay? So if we say 1, so what we would have, so what is the remainder? 129. So this remainder will be used as our hash key. Okay? So as the question says that you have to do something which basically reduce the chance of redundancy, so it has already reduced the chance of redundancy. Okay? Now there is a next part of the question. Achha, the next part of the question requires you to come up with 2 different keys that clash. So since the modular division is used, all we have to do is to change the number in a way that the remainder remains same. Okay? So let's make this 2 4. So what would happen? 4 000 129 would still yield 129 as the hash key. So these could be 2 different keys which basically have the same output as hash key, which would collide or clash in the hashing algorithm. Okay? In our next class we will discuss solutions of the clash in the hashing algorithms. Okay? Or random access files. Thank you.